All right, hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. First, I'm giving honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to my fellow Akim and Aquat out there that follow Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai with truth and sincerity. I like to say Shalom to all those start tuning in. This is your brother Ashemaiah. Give me 1 second. It's your brother Ashemaiah. All right. This is an indoor camp. Saturday afternoon camp, you know what I'm saying? So I pray that this lesson is edifying, and I pray that you brothers and sisters are constantly praying to Yahweh by sending outside, asking for mercy and forgiveness. And I pray that your households, your family, and everyone that you know and love is protected by Yahweh by sending outside. Okay? So if I haven't said this, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and brothers and sisters that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth that believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai with truth and sincerity. I like to say Shalom. All right, if you wonder what the thumbnail, how I get the thumbnail from is this video. Recommend you brothers to recommend you brothers to watch it. It's called yeah. It's called Retro Casual Memories. You know, the background, man, the design of the screen, the scenery is dope, man. And I really like it because I like watching videos like this because it gives me the inspiration of the kingdom and how advanced and beautiful it will be when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai returns and give us that brand new body. But before that happens, this man Esau Edom has to go down. Okay, I'm turning the music up a little bit. This man Esau Edom has to go down because if he continues to rule on this planet, life on earth will cease to exist. There we go. Also, if you see me smoke, that's from the incense. So, I got the positive vibe incense making me, feel good, feel better. You know what I'm saying? I recommend you brothers to get that positive vibe incense, man. It makes you, it heightens your mood, man. Let me grab this real quick. This is no flesh shall be saved. Yep, this is Matthew 24 and 22. It says, except those days shall be shortened. Actually, I'm start at 21. I'm gonna start at 21. This is Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be. So right, that great tribulation is Jacob's trouble. Okay, the worst time in human history, man. It's gonna be far worse than 9/11, World War II, Vietnam, any plane crash, car crash event, or any form of accidents and stuff like that, or global conflicts or events. Jacob's trouble is gonna be far beyond that, man. To the point, if you see Jacob's trouble with your own eyes, it's gonna be so catastrophic and so chaotic. It's like no man can survive that. But guess what? Only a group of people is going to survive that, and that is the elect. Well, two groups of people are going to survive Jacob's trouble. You got the elect on the right hand side, and you got the elites on the left hand side. Now, truthfully, we worrying about the elect of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indies, and Haitians, and Israelites that are scattered out the four corners of the earth that look like the other nations. That's what we're worrying about. Okay, but on the left hand side, you got the elites of the heathens, but the top elites are the Amalekites. Okay, so those two groups of people are going to survive. One is going to survive to rule the earth, and one is going to survive so they can be the next the next future slaves, man. Okay. So I got a phone call. The Lord is turning the tables. Do not disturb on the rulership. Okay. Because Esau, he's going out bad, man. While Jacob is going up great. Okay. Jacob is glowing and going, man. Okay. Now it's a Jakeover. Okay, it's a total Jakeover throughout the whole world. All right, growing up, Jake wasn't wanted like how Jake is now. Jake was looked down upon. Jake was, mocked, scoffed, laughed at. Okay, an outcast. Now everybody wants a so-called black Latino Native American man. Okay, now everybody wants to deal with the Israelite man. Okay, now everybody wants to deal with the Israelites, period. Now you turn the TV on, most of the commercials on TV is mostly Jake. Okay, TV movies, man. Series and stuff, mostly Jake, because it's a Jake over. Because the word Jacob, the name Jacob, means supplant. So supplant, take that word up, man. Supplant, not supplant, supplant. Supplant means take. It says to take the place of another person or thing, typically through intrigue, strategy, or superior force, effectively making the original obsolete. So right, look at the NBA. All right, the NBA was originally Edomites. Okay, and they didn't have no style, no swag. Esau can't play like that. If you watch them 1950 clips of Esau playing, them niggas was whack. But once they brought up the first, what's his name? First NBA black player. Right, Earl Lloyd, which is a Judite. All right, once they start bringing Jake into the game, okay, it was over for Esau. And that's just the NBA. That's just, athleticism or our physicality. Okay, how much is cooking, dancing, music? Everything that we do, we bring life to this world. Okay. And now, okay, this man Esau, he is ready to slay his brother Jacob. And that time is coming. That's going to be the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay. So that great tribulation is going to be the worst time on the planet Earth, man. It says such as, let me read this, Shalakia, if I went off topic, but this is Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor shall ever shall be. Right. Okay. That's the worst time ever, is Jacob's trouble. And like I said, the elect of Israel is going to be saved. Okay. Where Jacob is going to supplant, Jacob's going to not just supplant, going to rule the next world to come. Like it says in 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. Esau is the end of the world. Esau's world is ended right now, but Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Jacob, we're about to rule, man. Akim Akwath, hey, man. Stop thinking about jobs, your car, your rent. Hey, man. You're about to rule. You're about to rule over these nations and these heathens, man. Okay. This is Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to come, so like it to this time, no, nor it shall ever be. And it says, except those days shall be troubled, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be troubled. So right, if the Lord didn't shorten the days and months go by, if the Lord didn't shorten the months, days, weeks, and months don't go by fast, man, Esau will destroy the whole world, man, if this man continues to rule. And we just went through January 2026, just like that, man. It felt like 2 weeks it just went by. It felt like 2 weeks. Now I'm about to hit to February 2026. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what type of prophecies pop off. Because the next prophecies to come is that chip. Okay, that big prophecy is gonna be that MOTB, man. So let me see. Let me grab this real quick. And why is Esau so quick to drop that chip? Because he has but a short time. This is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heaven, to ye that dwell in the world, shocking that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down upon you, unto you, having great wrath, because he know that he had but a short time. So Esau only has but a short time. He doesn't have that much long. Okay? That nigga Mr. Beast, hey man, I never liked that dude Mr. Beast. He was always smiling. That's the thing about Mr. Beast, man. He was always, every time I see him, he always smiling. Like, what you smiling for? And it's one thing, you know, you smiling gracefully or casually, but that dude, Mr. Beast, that Edomite, he smiles way too much. You know, you ever seen somebody that's like, I won't say too happy, but too Joe, like they hot or something, like you something right about you. I'm not saying you can't be positive or happy, but the way how Mr. Beast look, you just look at that nigga like, man, something ain't right about you, bro. But it's a new video that just dropped, and he's about to, you know, he's showing the MOTB, okay, that Neuralink. Yep, it says Mr. Beast has discussed Neuralink as a revolutionary, albeit slightly dystopian future technology that can enable direct brain-to-computer communications, potentially allowing users to download knowledge and achieve infinite money. See? So they're ready to push the MOTB. And Kim Kardashian, which I thought she was a heathen. Now looking through the spirit, she's a Jake. She's just a wicked ass woman, man. Wicked ass Eve. You know, our Kim Kardashian, the whole Kardashian family, they Jakes. Because you would look at their father. Because I remember long ago, I didn't accept it. Like, no, they ain't no fucking Jakes. They what, Ishmael or some shit, Aramites. But if you look at their father is an Israelite. And their mother too. And that nigga Bruce Jenner. Okay? That whole family are Jakes, man. What's in Neuralink? But she is pushing, Kim Kardashian is pushing Neuralink because, you know, she got paid by them higher elites, man. But one of the main reasons why she pushing Neuralink, because when she was going to law school, she said that, you know, she can't go to law school because her frontal lobe is not fully developed. Okay, even a doctor, her own doctor said that her frontal lobe is not fully developed. It says, as of early 2026, there is no credible evidence or public announcement linking Kim Kardashian to Neuralink. It says, recent headlines have focused on brain scan results mentioned on her show, showing low activity possibly linked to stress. But she is not associated with Neuralink brain-computer interface technology, but she's one of the main people that's pushing it out right now. It says brain scans. The Kardashian episode featured a scanning showing holes or low activity in her frontal lobes, basically her front brain, which is an attribute to chronic stress, though this interpretation is not universally accepted by experts. And truthfully, it's not truthfully chronic stress is them demons, okay? Because you upper elites, you hire, you not just you elites, but you celebrities, man. Y'all sold everything just to gain the whole world, and now you got all this, the whole legion of demons on you, man. Okay? Yeah, Kim Kardashian, she a Jake, man. Long ago, I didn't accept it. Like, man, she a fucking heathen. But how influential she not just the Kardashian, not just Kim Kardashian, but the whole family, they Jakes, they're Israelites, but they just wicked niggas. And the only thing they be dealing with is Jake men. So, you know, that could be a sign right there that she could be an Israelite. And her father was the one that helped O.J. Simpson with the O.J. Simpson trial. What's her name? Kim Kardashian's father. And that's why she wanted to become a lawyer, because of Robert Kardashian. Yeah, Armenians. Which a lot of Armenians are Israelites. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of Armenians are Israelites because they're next to our land during that time we was in the land. So we dealt with a lot of their women. But that just to show you, back to what I was saying, that just to show you, man, that they're ready to push that MOTB. Okay, that's one of the main prophecies, is the MOTB. This is Revelation 13. And drink some water real quick. This is Revelation 13 and 15. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause them, that cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. So right, we come into a time where if we don't bow down to Esau's new system, where to take his microchip, you're gonna be put to death, and that's okay, because we're not with this system. See, this is just bigger than your favorite celebrity pushing out a little microchip. No, this is bigger than that. It's way bigger than that. This is biblical prophecy. If you take that RFID chip, you're basically submitting yourself to Esau's system. You're basically submitting yourself to being Esau's property, basically Satan's property. Okay? You're basically submitting yourself and saying that Esau owns me. This devil don't own us, man. We're over him. We're better than him. This nigga call himself a white person, but truthfully, we're the white people, man. And the word, not skin color, white means purity, innocence, truth, okay, beauty. We're the true white people. But this devil, he changed the whole world. He changed the whole philosophies, changed the whole, how can I say it? The whole concept of the whole world and just filled with lies, man. He deceived the whole world. And now he's about to bring his chip, his mark. That jump shot back in 2020 was just a test, a global social experiment to see if people can last in his system. They see how dependent you are on his system. And now that a lot of people are losing their jobs and they have no one to rely on, they have no divine power to rely on but their false gods or their false ideologies, their false beliefs. Once this system crashes, people are going to run to Esau to take that chip. When there's no food in Walmarts, when there's no foods in Target, Acme, ShopRite, okay, whatever you call, wherever, grocery store you brothers and sisters shop at, when there's no food at all, no food in the refrigerator, who you going to rely on? You won't have to rely on Yahweh by Shimi Awashad. Don't rely on this nigga Esau. Fuck him. Fuck him in his system. Because it all leads to death at the end of the day, man. And if you take Esau's RFID chip, you're gonna be destroyed by them ICBM missiles, man. You're gonna be missile food, man. In front of the Lamb. You're gonna be destroyed in front of Yahushua and the angels, man. As it says in Revelations 14 and 9. This is Revelations 13 and 16. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand on their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And that's the thing. Okay, he's about to push this RFID chip, and one of the main people that he's going to use is your favorite celebrities. Kim Kardashian, LeBron James, Beyonce. Don't be surprised you see Beyonce dancing, singing on a commercial, and she waving the RFID chip in her hand. Or she's scanning something with, her hand on a credit card. Kevin Hart gonna be on a credit card commercial. He gonna use a credit card. He gonna use his own palm. See, they've been slowly brainwashing people to accept transhumanism over the years, over the decades. Okay. If you can buy an iPhone, let's just say this, when iPhone first dropped, if you can buy the first iPhone and then iPhone, let's just say the iPhone 2, the iPhone 3, the iPhone 4, iPhone 5, all the way down to the iPhone 15. Instead of the iPhone being in your pocket, you're going to have your iPhone or your Samsung in your hand or on your forehead. So they've been conditionally making you accept transhumanism through your favorite movies, comic books, cartoons, They've been slowly manipulating your mind so to the point where when this RFID chip drop, majority of people gonna accept it. But you Akim Aqua do not accept it. Here's why. This is Revelations 14 and 9. Sorry, 8. Actually, I'm sorry, 7. Revelations 14 and 7. Saying with a loud voice, fear Yahweh, give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and the earth and the sea and the fountains of the waters. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, right? And America's going to be destroyed because that's Babylon the Great according to the Bible. So by prophecy, the United States of America is going to be destroyed, man. 9. And a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the image of the beast and worship the beast in his image, and receive the mark in his forehead or in his hand. Okay, if you take this man's RFID chip, this is what's going to happen. 10. The same shall drink the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. So, right, you're going to be destroyed by them ICBM missiles, because this land right here, America, is going to be a lake of fire and brimstone, man. This is going to be modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. Once you see 200 million missiles in the sky, coming at you, man, hey, you better pray that you make it on the chariot. But if you have that RFID chip in you, you're through. You cannot make it on the chariot if you have the RFID chip on you. You're assed out. You're done. So it's best. Don't take it, man. Pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem outside of the Lord. Put the spur on you. Do not take it, man. Because this is all being directed by Yahweh Ba'ashem outside. Because if you take the RFID chip, you're finished. There's no salvation for you, just death. You don't want to be destroyed by an ICBM missile, man. You don't want to be eviscerated and your body being destroyed and melted and incinerated by thermonuclear fire. Nobody wants that, man. That's why the elders and apostles of Great Millstone been prophesying, been preaching and prophesying about the RFID chip for decades, man. Because they know that the Bible, all right, it's been saying that for decades, for centuries, man, of this mark of the beast. But you got other camps that's taking that topic of the mark of the beast and just sweeping it underneath the rug. Like, no, that's a very important prophecy, man. A lot of people can die. A lot of people's blood can be on your hands if you're not prophesying the right thing, man. But IUIC doesn't understand that. IUSBK doesn't understand that. GOCC, all these other dudes who, that camp was once Sakara, but their leader was now a butt plugger. Hey, man, y'all don't realize that a lot of people's bloods are now on your hands, man. And you don't have to answer that to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai with your life. So, hey, man, if you take the RFID chip, you're going to be eviscerated, destroyed, incinerated, melted by them ICBM missiles, man. Okay? A painful and unimaginable, excruciating death, man. Painful death. This Revelations 14:11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest nor night who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever received the mark of his name. Okay, so you're going to be eviscerated. Shalaki, you're going to be melting and screaming in pain. Your body's going to be still in this flesh being melted by that thermonuclear fire, man. The Lord's going to cook your spirit, man. He's not only going to cook your body, he's going to cook your spirit. That's why, hey, man, it's best if you don't take it, man. Even if your life is on the line. Hey, man, if you have to sacrifice your life so you won't take the RFID chip, then do it, man. Because, hey, that's a heavenly reward that's coming for that. For brothers or sisters that become martyrs. In the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's a beautiful reward coming. That's a beautiful reward coming for you, man. And once you pass away, man, hey, you're not going to be the sparrow in the back of the line like how Esau will draw or sketch the heavens you know, the heavenly realm, and there's a whole line of people. No, man. When Yahushua returns, man, which is no line in heaven, but you get what I'm saying. When Yahushua returns, man, if you're a martyr of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you died with your faith, man, and you're going to be the first one that's going to be coming back with Yahushua. You're going to have front row seats. Okay? Amen. The Lord is about to destroy this man's kingdom. And we're about to rule. This is Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and even forever, ever. Right? And we're about to rule, man. Hey, 4:14. We're about to rule forever. Do not let this temporary ass world lose your faith, man. Don't let this place make you lose your faith. This place is temporary. It's not going to last forever. Our world that's about to begin is going to last for eternity, man. Eyes have not seen or ears heard, man. What I just showed you on the TV is still playing. It's nothing compared to what's going to be in reality. Because hold on. Give me 1 second. This is just out of somebody's imagination, okay? And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful depiction on how advanced the kingdom is going to be, the technology, the beauty, the glory of the kingdom. But that's nothing compared to the actual thing, okay? It says the saints of the Most High, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. So the saints, who's the saints? The Israelites. We're going to take the kingdom. So-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indies, and Haitians are going to take the kingdom, man, through Yahushua, through them brand new bodies, okay, through spiritual power, what people will call superpowers. Okay, we're going to be the real life mutants, the real life Marvel superheroes, the real life X-Men, okay, real life Kryptonians, Viltrumites, Eternals, okay, real life, what's another superhero race? Tamaranians, okay, yeah, the Asgardians, Olympians. We're going to be all that wrapped in one, man. We're going to be the ultra superpowered race on the planet Earth, man. An extraterrestrial, angelic, superhuman, supernatural race, okay? Well, extra-dimensional, okay, because we're not from this realm. But we're going to be on a higher level than anything that people can imagine, okay? And we're going to take the kingdom. We're going to take the throne out of Esau. He's going to kick Esau off the throne, and we're going to sit on the throne, man, okay? We're going to take the ruler seat, the rulership out of Esau's hands, man. The scepter out of Esau's hands, and we're going to take that scepter of rulership, man. Okay, we're going to be the ruling people on the planet Earth. And like I said, we're the true white people, okay? The color white just means pure or righteousness. We're going to be pure and righteous, man. Okay, you Edomite, y'all the true black, y'all the true black people, man. And we're going to dash you in like a potter's vessel, man. This is Psalms 2:9. Yep, this is Psalms 2:8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee heathen for thine inheritance, and uttermost parts of the earth for thy possessions. Right, so you heathens belong to us. You so-called white people, you so-called Chinese, Japanese, East Indians, Africans, Polynesians, Samoans, Tongans, Hawaiians. What's another nation? You Arabs, you Arabic nations. Okay, you Europeans. Okay, you Aborigines of Australia. All you heathen nations, all you oceanic people, all you heathen nations belong to the Israelites. The 17 nations, y'all belong to us, man. Okay? Y'all are part of our inheritance, man. We don't give a fuck if you own a multi-billion dollar business or you got 5 Lamborghinis. Hey, man, if you're a heathen, you're going to slavery, man. We don't care what your life is on this side. The only thing that we know what's going to happen to you is that if you survive in this upcoming times of Jacob's trouble and stuff like that, you survive when you survive in them underground bunkers. Okay, you're gonna be brought out of them bunkers and be put in slavery. Okay, put in great slavery. And especially you small hats, man, you tiny tops, you so-called Jews, man, you Amalekites. We're gonna put you in slavery first, man, because you are the first of the nations. Okay? You're the worst of all the heathen. You're the worst of all the Edomites, you Amalekites, man. You small heads. All right, you letter J people, man. All right, the people with the white and blue flag. You know, people that be saying free Palestine because Palestine's being destroyed by them small heads, man. All right, the blue and white flag people with the star. All right, if you don't understand what I'm saying, then I don't know what to tell you, man. The Psalms 2 and 9. It says, thou shalt break them with the rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel, right? We're going to dash the heathens like a potter's vessel. One thing in ceramics, like pottery, back in high school, I used this analogy. I used this, this story all the time. And back in high school, when you used to do ceramics with clay, making your own pot, your own bowl, stuff like that. If you drop your, if you take your pot out the furnace, all right, once it's, dried and once it's, harsh and hard, once you drop it and when it shatters like glass, you can't put them pieces back together, okay? Once it's at its fullest state of being dry, hard, it's heated, it's at its ceramic glass, Chinese, what's it called? China state, pottery state. And once you drop it by accident and it shatters, you can't put that thing back together. Okay? So once we dash nations into pieces, you ain't gonna be put back into that strong, powerful nation no more, man. You gonna be servants and handmaids and slaves, man, and workers, cleaners, janitors, cooks, for every Israelite man and woman and child, man. Every Israelite child gonna have 1,000 slaves in the kingdom. Every Israelite man gonna have 1,000,000 slaves, 1,000,000,000 slaves in the kingdom. Every Israelite woman gonna have 1,000,000,000 slaves in the kingdom. We're gonna be a people of elegance and opulence and royalty, man. Okay? We're gonna be we're like I keep saying this, we're the true white people, man. We are the true white people, not you Edomites, man. Y'all not white, y'all red. Y'all different shades of pink and red, man. So we're gonna dash your nations into pieces in the kingdom. And we ain't gonna give a fuck how many times you crying in them slave ships or what you going through. Hey, man, we gonna make you work, okay? And he said, let me find the scripture. Moab shall not be a nation no more. Yep, this is Jeremiah 48. And this is to the Moabites, all right, you so-called Chinese. Hold on, let me see. This is this is Jeremiah 48. I'm gonna start start 1. Against Moab, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, one to Nebo, for it is spoiled. Kerethaim is confounded and taken. Misgab is confounded and dismayed. There shall be no more praise of Moab. And Heshbon they have devised evil against it. Come, let us cut it off from being a nation. Also, those shall be cut down, O madmen. The sword shall pursue thee. A voice crying shall be from Haranam, spoiling and great destruction. Moab is destroyed. Her little ones have caused a cry to be heard. Okay, and Moab is you so-called Chinese, man. Okay. I'm gonna skip down to I'm gonna skip down to I'm gonna continue in 4. Moab is destroyed. Her little ones have caused a cry to be heard. For it's going up of Laith, continual weeping shall go up. For on the going down of Horonaim, the enemies have heard a cry of destruction. Flee, save your lives, and be like the heath in the wilderness. For because thou hast trust in thy works and thy treasures, thou shalt also be taken. And Kamash shall be going forth into captivity with his priest and his princes together. So right, you Moabites, y'all going to slavery, man. Are you so you gooks, man? You so-called Chinese, what? The people of Tibet, you certain of you Mongolians, because a lot of you Mongolians are Israelites. I'm gonna say that a lot of you Mongolians are from the tribe of Gad, Reuben, Manasseh, because of that Scythian and Parthian, expansion. But though if your lineage go back to the nation of Moab, the so-called Chinese on your father's side, hey man, okay, if you're a Moabite, because you have a lot of Israelites that got that Moabite look, but you natural Moabites, y'all going to slavery, man. Okay, your gods, your riches, your fame, your power, China's gonna be destroyed. Okay, Malaysia, all those nations that, Cambodia, Thailand, all that shit gonna be destroyed, man. It says Kamash shall go forth into captivity with his priests and his princes together. And the spoiler shall come upon every city, and no city shall escape. The valley also shall perish, and the plain shall be destroyed, as the Lord has spoken. Give wings unto Moab, that it may flee and get away, for the cities thereof shall be desolate, without any to dwell therein. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood. Moab hath been at ease from his youth, and he hath settled on his lees, has not been empty from vessel to vessel, neither hath he gone to captivity. Therefore his taste remained in him, and his scent is not changed. So right, them so-called Chinese, they never went to captivity, except, let me phrase that, except when, King David and King Solomon was ruling. That's when we had the heathens in captivity. All right, that's when we had mainly that part of the world in captivity. But today, Moab have never experienced hardship. Okay, this man can come to America, come to our neighborhood, and start a whole China spot feeding Jake abominations. You think you're eating chicken, but that's dead. That's rat. You think you're eating fucking steak, beef, and broccoli. That's dog, man. But you see, the Moabites, they're defiled and abominable people, man. Them damn gooks, man. And the Most High is going to destroy them. And your brother too. All right, Moab and Ammon. Okay, the Ammon are the so-called Japanese, man. So Moab, the so-called Chinese, Japanese, Ammon is the so-called Japanese, and you Koreans, man. Y'all just the mixture of them two nations. Y'all can say, I'm Korean, I'm South Korean, North Korean. Listen, y'all all Moab and Ammon, man. Y'all heathens, y'all all look the same. And then what I'm saying, this may sound racist to the majority of people, but there's no difference. Y'all have a what's it called? A homogeneous look. Y'all all got them small eyes, straight fucking dead black hair, okay? Thin lips. Like y'all women ain't like that. Y'all women ain't, unless your woman is descended from, you got a lot of them Asian women that be thick. They could be from Jake, but them natural Moabite women, natural Moabite and Ammonite women, they're not built like that. Them Ammonite men, they weak, man. They're effeminate. They're very effeminate, man. Okay, Moab is a prideful asshole. Here it is, you walk down to Chinatown, they look at you like you the problem. Like, nigga, y'all all fucking came out of incest. That's why they got that mongoloid look, because they came out of the daughters of out of the loins of Lot by being, slept with his daughters. Well, they slept with him while he was asleep. Okay? So, you Moabites, you Ammonites, y'all defiled in the eyes of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Genetically, physically, spiritually. Just the way how your molecular structure is inferior compared to an Israelite man. The Israelite man is the top apex man on the planet. The Israelite man, woman, and child is the top apex beings on the planet Earth. You heathens, man, everything about y'all is just backwards, man. Inferior, obsolete, just plain. Disgusting, man. gonna skip down to Jeremiah 48 and 42. It says, and Moab shall be destroyed from being a people, and because he had magnified himself against the Lord, right? The second most prideful nation on the earth. You know, Esau is the top prideful nation, but after him, you know, with the second prideful nation, it's them Chinese, man. Them proud. They Moabites, man. They're fucking proud as hell. And they look at Jake like he's the problem. But you heathens, all y'all the problem, man. All y'all are defiled in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And the Lord's going to destroy you heathens, man. Let me see the heathens. I was a little displeased of the heathen. And the only thing about you nations, the only best thing that you have is some of your women, man. If your women look good, and we taking that in the kingdom. We don't give a fuck. This is Zechariah 1. Start at 14. So the angel that coming with me said unto me, cry thou, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy. I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. Right, you heathens, from you Edomites all the way down to you Japhites, man. Y'all all at ease. Even the poorest of your nation is living better than the Israelite. And now that we're in 2026, y'all all being treated like a nigga. The main nation is now being treated like a nigga is Esau Edom. The curses are hopping on him, man. He doesn't know how to control that. I am very displeased, very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but little displeased, and they have helped for the affliction. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies. My house shall be built in it. Okay, it says, and saith the Lord of hosts, and a line shall be stretched forth upon Jerusalem. Okay, so yeah, man, the Lord's going to rebuild Jerusalem. He's going to return to Jerusalem with mercy, but he's about to bring destruction upon the heathen. Okay, I will destroy the heathen. This is Zephaniah. And that's another thing too. The best thing about you nations, the only best thing is that our people are scattered amongst you. That's the top thing. That's the only thing that matters of you nations. If we take all that aside, we take all of our people that scattered amongst you away, you know, if they separate themselves from you, y'all nothing, man. You heathens are nothing but spittle. Next, let me grab that real quick. It's Isaiah 40. Let me see, less than nothing. Yep, this Isaiah 40 and 17. It says, all nations before him are as nothing. They are counted to him less than nothing in vanity. Okay? So all the nations of the heathens are less than nothing, man. So y'all less than nothing. A goddamn ladybug has more rights to live and have more right to have more privilege than you Edomites. A cockroach has more rights than you Edomites, man, and all your other nations. The lowest creature on the planet, a pig, has more righteousness and more a pig has a right to exist than you Edomites and your other nations. You get what I'm saying? Even the creatures, the crawling creatures, the big animals, small, whatever, are on a higher level than all you heathens, man. Because every animal on the planet, no matter how, you know, some brothers don't like spiders, from the spider to the elephant to the zebra to the tree. Okay, every living animal on this creature, every living animal on this planet, every living creature is harmonious to this planet. And they all give honors to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. in their own form of, reality, their own form of communication. But you heathens, y'all are spiritually dead. Y'all have no form of spiritual connection to no God, man. That's why y'all keep on building up them idols and gods. You got God with multiple hands, a female God, a rock God, a fucking cloud God, because y'all have no spiritual connection to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. The only people that have a spiritual connection to the true divine power is the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. Grab this real quick. Yep, the second Esdras 6 and 56. It says, 54. And after these, the second Esdras 6 and 54, after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So right, all of us, every race on this planet came from Adam. Okay, we can all agree with that. It says 55, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou hast made the world for our sakes. As for the other people which also came out of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened unto the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So right, you heathens, y'all are nothing, Isaiah Bashim Yahushai. 10 million gooks can die tomorrow. Lord just like, okay. 1 billion of you die here. You East Indians can die tomorrow. The Most High ain't gonna look at you like y'all precious. The only nation on the planet that he cares about is the nation of Israel, Yasharallah. Not the Israel, the country, Yasharallah, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indies, and nations. You other nations, he doesn't give a fuck about you. And when he looks upon, how the Most High looks upon you nations, he looks at you with great disgust. Like, you ever stepped in dog shit, you're like, ugh. Or you step on a bug, like, ugh. That's what it's like when he see a heathen woman or a heathen man of any other nations, a heathen child. But the main of the heathens are the Edomites. The Most High hates them with pure hatred, man. So y'all nothing, okay? Y'all less than nothing. And that may sound racist, but the Most High is a racist. He's the ultimate racist, man, because the only race that he's dealing with is Jacob, the children of Jacob. If you're lineage to go back to Jacob, to the 12 tribes of Israel on your father's side, hey, the Lord loves you, man. Now the 2/3 they finished, but mainly is the Jacob, the elect of Israel, the elect of Jacob, man. Okay, this is Deuteronomy 7 and 6. This is Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Right? We're above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Everybody wants to be a so-called black, Latino, Native American, Seminole Indian man. I was just watching a little YouTube clip of little kids. Brother posted up about little kids be saying, I want to be black. Where's that coming from? Why are kids saying that? Because they know, not just the kids, but people throughout the world know that the people of this book, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indies, and Haitians are very, very, very spiritual and special people, man. Jacob is the form of all things. Jacob invented everything, man. Grab that scripture real quick. Jacob is the form of all things, man. Everything that you see around you, from a table to your coffee pot, your air fryer, from your phone to your PlayStation, everything was invented by an Israelite. The earth itself were invented by Jacob. Okay, the Most High God is the ultimate Jacobite, the ultimate Israelite, man. All right, the ultimate Judite. So everything was created by a so-called black man. On an earthly level, everything was created by a so-called black man, Latino man, Native American man, okay, so-called black woman, Latino, Native American, Seminole Indian woman. Everything was created by Israelites, man. So you heathens are so quick to say, I hate you niggas, I hate you this, I hate you that. But then you'll stop at a red light, which don't know that the stoplight was created by an Israelite. Or that you pick your phone out, you grab your phone out your pocket, not knowing that the system, the electronic system, the whole, design of the phone was created by the Israelite. And the material, the metals of this phone came from the west coast of Africa. Which a lot of them kids that's picking up, that a lot of them kids, those people in them lithium mines are Israelites, man. So, hey, without Jake, you wouldn't have an iPhone. You wouldn't have a PlayStation. You wouldn't have a TV. You wouldn't have a chessboard, a computer, a couch, or even a house. Everything was formed and made by Israelites, man. This is Jeremiah 10:16. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the form of all things. Did it say some things? Did it say little things? No, all things. Even if Jake didn't touch it, right? Let's just say the heathens create some sort of, let's just say the heathens invented something. Those ideas came from the Mossad, which is the ultimate Israelite. So even if Jake didn't have their hands on that invention, and let's just say the heathens did, let's just say the Edomites did, that invention came from the Mossad, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The nuclear bomb came, the idea of a nuclear bomb came from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, I just checked this up. I just found out that the first comic books was created by the tribe of Zebulon. Okay, you so-called Guatemalans and Panamanians, man. You Mayans, man. The first comic book was in the ancient Maya. So people that you love comic books so much, hey, give it up to the tribe of Zebulon. The designs and the concept of comic books, when characters speak, is a bubble, or when they thinking, it's like a cloud bubble. When you read a comic book, the little panels, that came from Zebulon. Because when you do, in Mayan, what's it called? The Mayan language is all certain symbols and figures. Okay, and when you let me see, it said a 441 Prakati Hawabashim Yahushai. Mayans. The first. Comic. Oh, now they want to say they didn't create it. But hey, how the Mayans write stories, if you compare ancient Mayan texts to modern day comic books, it looked exactly the same. It said, since only 4 Maya screenfold books or codices have survived paint vessels, described by some as ceramic codices, are by far the richest sources for studying sequential art, in which link images conveying narratives, a technique that extends back through human history. Some experts have pointed out that the remarkable similarities between visual storytelling techniques used by ancient Mayan scribes and the equivalent in modern day comic books and cartoons. So right, the tribe of Zebulon created the concept of a cartoon or a comic book or a manga. It goes back to them, man. It says, as you can see right here, let me see if you brothers can see. It's called the website is called Mexico Lore. Okay, mexicanlore.couk. It says, Serene Richmond, senior scientist at the Max Planck Institute of Evolutionary Anthropology. It says, Lee Biggs, Austria, and Jasper Nelson, associate professor at the Institute for Cross-Cultural Regional Studies, Universities of Copenhagen, has kindly given us permission to upload following abridged simplified adaptations of their chapter, the sequential text image appearing among the classic Maya from the visual narratives edited by Neil Cohen, are things to both. It says one of the four most common speech balloons in modern comics is the scream balloon. It says with sharp jag contours, pick one. As you can see, let me put this down real quick. As you can see this in many comic books to this day. That little spike thing, the little bubble, okay? That's why when you read old Batman comics, it be in that them spiky bubbles. It would have like boom, pow, onomatopoeias, basically boom, pow, crash, boom. You know, that's where it came from. It says, to us, it need no explanation. The speaker is angry. Comparing this with a flame-like speech coming from a human feline creature shown in the main picture, and pick one, right? Because this is an image that is speaking of. Hold on. See? You see this? You see this all the time in comic books, in certain illustrations and cartoons as well. But you know, the tribe of Zebulon, they worship multiple gods. You know, they were sun worshippers. It says, whatever these figures are supposed to be, probably supernatural creatures or human impersonators, it is very clear visually that they're roaring in anger too. It says, it's very clear visually that they are roaring in anger too. There is a rare example of a Mayan scribe choosing or changing the shape of a speech balloon in order to indicate the character or emotion expressed by the voice. Something very common in modern comics. And it isn't just sound that Mayan scribes represent pictorially. Smell too can be seen, pick two, okay? It was depicted visually among visual frightening characters in a scene that is seen to set in the Mayan underworld. Xibalaba, pick two, left. A picture skeletonized figure on the right emits large smoke like scrolls from his belly to signal that the gases of four smell of decay. Yuck. See? Hold on, make sure. As you can see, I want to zoom in real quick. There we go. And that's from the tribe of Zebulon, man. It says there's a movement. A device to illustrate motion within the picture can be seen in a Mayan vessel showing a ball game in progress, as you can see right here. Hold on. See? So animation, drawing, you know, that's common amongst Jake now, but the concept of it actually goes back to the tribe of Zebulon, man. Just the concept of reading a graphic novel or a comic book or one of them old little comics on the newspapers back in the 80s and 90s and 2000s, you know, like Marmaduke or the Funnies. That all go back to the tribe of Zebulon, man. But you see, we are the chosen people. We're the people we how about Shemi Abishai, man. Jacob is the form of all things. Jake created everything, man. So we're better. We're above all these people, man. We're better than all these heathens. These humans, these worthless ass humans on the planet Earth, man. Hey, man, we watched that movie Eternals, man. Them Eternals invented everything in human history in that Marvel movie Eternals. Okay, from the plow, from certain civilizations. Okay, that's Jake, man. Because we're the salt of the earth. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So right, so we're above all people that are upon the face of the earth. And Yahweh Shemi Abishai is about to bring us back on top, man. And while we're rising to the top, the heathens that are at the top are coming down. Okay, we're the best cooks, the best cleaners, the best actors. Everything that we touch turns to gold. Every Israelite has a King Midas touch in various ways, man. Either it's in music, either it's in cooking, either it's in writing, storytelling, okay, making clothes, whatever. Jake, creativity is on a whole nother level that the heathens can't even imagine, man. Man, our creativity is called it's like ethereal, man. What's the term? not the turd. I said turd. What's the word? Ethereal. Not ethereal. Ethereal. Yep, ethereal. Extremely delicate and light in a way that seems too perfect for this world. So, right, our imagination is too perfect for this world. Even this fleshly body. These heathens cannot imitate or create what Jake can do. That's why Esau is so quick to steal our ideas, because, man, without us, Esau will have nothing. That's how I be just be saying, man. I keep bringing up, the comic books. Yo, and me and the elder was just talking about it. If it wasn't for Jake, Stan Lee, and Jack Kirby wouldn't create Marvel Comics or DC Comics. We're the true superheroes, man. And I was saying in the lesson, in that Wonder Man lesson, brothers, when you read a comic book, man, don't just picture white faces. You got to picture the characters as Jake. Like how you read the scriptures, because we live in a world now, growing up, you thought the white man, the Bible was a white man's book. But when you find out this book was written by people of color, you're picturing a people of color, which is your people, going through what the scriptures was written about. The time of Moses, the time of the Canaanites, the time when Yahweh Shah was put on the cross. You're picturing so-called black people and Latino Native American people, but mainly so-called black people. So when you read a comic book, don't just picture those characters as, the X-Men or the Avengers as just Edomites. They're deep. They're truthfully, they're Jakes. They just got that Edomite default look. Okay, so next time we pick up an X-Men comic or a Justice League comic, they're Israelites, man. Okay, the Avengers, those are Israelites. The X-Men, they're Israelites. Okay. Invincible, some brothers like that show Invincible, them Viltrumites, man, hey, Mark Grayson, he's an Israelite. And that last name, Mark Grayson, goes back to son of Gray, or Gray son, which means black son in the old Germanic language, man, which basically were about the Israelites. Okay, so it just shows you, man, that we are the form of all things, man. Okay, so while we are rising up, actually, I'm gonna grab this. While we're rising up, man, these heathens are falling. This is Deuteronomy 7:13. Yep, we'll start at 7 and 12. It says, "Wherefore it shall come to pass, if ye hearken to these judgments, and keep and do them, that the Lord thy God shall keep unto thee the covenant and the mercy which he sware unto thy fathers. He will love thee, and he bless thee, and multiply thee. He will also bless the fruit of thy womb, the fruit of thy land, and thy corn, and thy wine, and thy oil, and the increase of thy kind, and the flock of thy sheep, and the land which he sware unto thy fathers to give thee. Thou shalt be blessed above all people. There shall not be male or female bargain among you, shocking barren among you, or among your cattle." Okay, and that's what's going to happen. The Lord is about to bring us up to a higher level that we have never been on before, man. Okay. Ooh, let me go down to this is Deuteronomy 7:22. "And the Lord thy God will put out these nations before thee by little and little. Thou mayest not consume them at once, lest the beasts of the field increase upon them." Okay? It says, "But the Lord thy God shall deliver them unto thee, destroy them with a mighty destruction until they be destroyed." So, right, the Most High is going to make us the battle axe and weapons of war, man. Okay, you heathens, you're all about to receive the nigger treatment. Okay? You heathens about to be the new niggas on the planet Earth, and mainly you Edomites, man. Okay? We're about to experience true white privilege, man. Okay? Because true white privilege is going to be unto us. It's going to be upon us, man. We're going to live a life that an Edomite can never imagine. We're going to live a life that a heathen can't even put in words, man, in the kingdom of heaven, man. The only thing the heathens can do in the kingdom, all the heathens from Esau, Edom, all the way down to the Japhite nations, the 17 nations, the only thing that they can do is envy. They're only envious. They can't do nothing about it, man. This is Jeremiah 30:7. "And the Lord thy God put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. Okay? And the Lord is putting all the curses of Deuteronomy 28 upon our enemies, and mainly the main enemy is Esau, Edom. Okay? Esau is being treated like a nigga right now. Right? He getting shot like a nigga, he being put down like a nigga. Okay? And this is the curses flipping from us upon you heathens. Now, we're still going through the curses right now, but it's being lifted off of us every single day. And when Yahushua returns, all the curses that we've been going through is going to be off of us completely. And we're going to be like a brand new people on the planet Earth, man, with them brand new bodies. But you heathens, this is going to happen to you. Guys, this is Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. So, right, all you heathen nations, y'all go into slavery, man. Okay? From Esau to Moab to Ammon, all you nations are going to captivity. And we're not going to care how many times you crying or you sobbing. We don't care if you split your family up, because you did it to us. You split our families up. You sold us into various parts of the world, various places of plantations throughout the country. So we're going to do the same thing to you. But it's not just going to be on Earth. It's going to be throughout the galaxies, man. Because we're going to inherit the planets in the kingdom. Okay? We're going to inherit these planets, these galaxies, these nebulas, these stars in the kingdom, man. And we're going to sell your family from one end of the universe to another. And you can't do nothing about it. Hey, man. You don't want to be an Edomite on that day. You don't want to be a heathen on that day. And that's the thing. Enjoy this kingdom while it lasts for you heathens, man. Because after this, there's nothing good for you but slavery, man. So I'm going to end off here, man. So with that, I'm going to give all honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Badash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to my fellow Akim Akwat out there that follow Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai with truth and sincerity. I like to say, Shalom.